Hey, so this is a video about how to record a podcast with anyone using Skype. So the first thing that we want to do is clean out our computer. As you can see, everything that's on my computer now is just, it's got nothing on it. I've closed out Skype, I've closed out Piezo, I've closed out all recording stuff. It just helps to clear your mind when you're getting ready to record a podcast because you want to have one focus when you're doing it. So the next step is to plug your headphones in. This is really important. You can have just your regular Mac headphones like this, or you can do some more robust ones like the Beats by Dr. Dre. So the next step is you want to plug in your recording equipment. I've got my microphone plugged in here, and I've got the USB plugged in here, so it's all ready to go. There's more information about where to record podcasts on the studio page, so you can go to freedompodcasting.com/studio. So once you do that, you plug the USB port into the computer. This sets up your whole hardware system. So now we're going to go into the computer and explain exactly how to do that.
Okay, so now we're on our computer. We've got everything set up. The hardware is plugged in, and so our first step is basically to set our intention. Our intention is to call somebody using Skype. We can either call a phone number or we can call them using actual Skype because they're on the other line of Skype. And the way that we're going to do that, first off, our first step is to start the recording equipment software. So I always recommend Piezo as a recording software because I like how simple and beautiful it is. Now, if this is your first time starting with Piezo, what you're going to want to do is click here in the little source thing in the middle and then put it to Skype. This will actually open up Skype automatically for you, so that saves you a step. Enter your password. The first thing that we're going to do now that we're into Skype is to test our setup to make sure we're recording properly and using the right microphone. When I do an interview with someone, I like to show up and be there ready to go and ready to record professionally right on this thing. We don't want to have conversations with important guests regarding technology issues. So it's best to do this stuff ahead of time. So I'll come up here to the search bar and type in test. This brings up automatically Skype test call. And you can click here and then you'll just give Skype a recording call. But first off, you want to start your recording software. So you hit the record button and then you'll make the call.
Hello, welcome to Skype call testing service.
This is the Skype's end. You can see that it's recording here, and you can see it's recording here because this is my voice. And then over here, you've got the numbers. So this is a test I'm doing with Skype. And then over here, you've got the numbers. So this is a test I'm doing with Skype. So I could hear that it was really good quality on my end, and the recording just stopped, so everything happened. Now, there's a few things I want to explain with Piezo real quickly. The first one is you can go to Piezo and then Preferences. Now, this will select where your recordings go. I've got this set to desktop right now, so if I move the Skype window to the side, you'll see that my recording is right here. And so I can hit the space bar and listen to my recording.
Hello, welcome to Skype call testing service.
This is the Skype's end, and you can see that it plays on each side. So the recording's working, and I've got the right microphone selected. Now, there's a good chance that the reason that my correct microphone selected is because I've done this before. And so one way, if you hear that your microphone isn't working, you want to go to Skype, and then go to Preferences, and then go to Audio, Video, and then you want to make sure that you've got the proper microphone selected. So if you haven't set the system up before, it's likely that you'll have built-in microphones still selected here. And so you want to set the microphone to Scarlett 2i2 USB. If you're only using the ATR 2100, you'll want to select this, which will be the ATR 2100. The second thing is you want your speakers to be built-in headphones because we plugged into the actual computer. You don't want to do the Scarlett 2i2 because then it won't work. And so once this is selected, you can close out of here. Really quickly, I want to go over some best practices regarding how to hold the microphone. When you're using this system that we have, the ATR 2100 with the shock mounts, basically what you want to do is hold the microphone right on your chin here. And you want to hold it firm because any sort of tapping on the microphone will be picked up when you're recording. So what I do when I'm recording is I just hold it against my chin and then I just relax and keep my hands really sturdy. And it's kind of a relaxed position and I think you'll like it. So the great thing about this system is that you can really call anybody on Earth and record a podcast with anybody that you want. Like anybody who has a phone, you can call them. And if somebody has nice recording equipment that they can plug into their computer, they can plug it in and you guys can connect on Skype, and then you'll have, you know, what's pretty much essentially studio grade recording system. So if the other person has this set up, then you can make excellent recordings very easily. So real quickly, I'm just going to do a fake recording. We're going to call up V on the Freedom Podcasting team just to say hi and get the recording. So the first thing I'm going to do is start a new one. I'm going to name this one. I'm going to come down here. I'm clicking the gear button and I'm going to say test recording with V. Okay. I've got it set to music high quality, and we're ready to go. I'm going to hit the record button, and then I'm going to come up here. It's ready to record, and it's on standby until Skype starts making moves. So I'm going to click Veronica, and we're going to give her a call.
Hello.
Hey V, we're running a test recording for the Freedom Podcasting tutorial.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, so that's great. Thanks for jumping on the call.
You're welcome.
Okay, so now that the recording's over, I'm going to hit the end button here to hang up, and I'm going to come back over to Piezo and hit the stop record button. And so this is the recording file here. We can run a test by hitting the spacebar to practice play it.
Hello.
Hey V,
Hi.
we're running a test recording for the Freedom Podcasting tutorial.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, so that's great. Thanks for jumping on the call.
You're welcome.
So you can see it worked perfectly. This recording, if you notice, if you're listening to this with headphones on, you'll notice that it's tracked, meaning that V's recording side was on one ear and then mine was on the other ear. That's really great for post-production because it gives us options to cut out things that may interrupt the recording on one end where the information on the other track is really good. So this is essentially a perfect podcast recording. We can title this however we want and then either share it with your podcast producer or use this as the tool to make your podcast. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope it was helpful. Please leave a comment below if you have any questions and I'll answer them. And we look forward to seeing you on the next video.